Hi everyone, this is Jason Zach from Nathaniel School of Music. So, what did you see me do in this intro video? You observed me singing something and playing something. So, in a nutshell, what I was trying to do is take a chord, in this case A major or A major seventh for maybe more intermediate people, and try to sing notes that are not being played by the chord deliberately. And hence, you train your ear. The best way to train your ear is by singing. Yes, identification is one thing, saying, hey, that's a major chord, that's a minor chord, or that's a 6 minor, or that's a 7 diminished, or whatever it might be, or that's a secondary dominant, or some more advanced stuff. So, identification, yes, is important, but singing is crucial because for you to validate whether the answer is right or wrong and not necessarily rely on a teacher, you have to sing. So, that's essentially what we are going to tackle in this lesson. We'll play a chord without all of its notes on the piano and sing the missing notes. So, what would be the missing notes? So, if I take a triad, which has 3 notes, all are currently played, right? So, if I miss the root, I have to sing the root, or if I miss the third, I have to sing the third, or if I miss the fifth, then I have to sing the fifth. Okay, so that's basically the lesson. And if you have a 7th chord, you're going to have the 7th interval as well. La or la if it's a dominant chord, and so on and so forth. So you can also use Indian note names like sa for 1, ga for 3, pa for 5, and ni for 7. That could also be useful, and so on. So it's as you wish. You can even sing the actual note names where, it'll be A, C sharp, E, G sharp. So the lesson is going to move from triads, more for beginners who are still there, and then 7th chord. Simple lesson, just singing the notes of chords. So you could just look at it as a workout with me. So get your pianos out and get your voices also out, which I think is already there, right? So cool. So before we get started, do consider supporting us on our Patreon. You'll get my handwritten notes, notation, MIDI, and a lot of other things for each of our YouTube tutorials. And also do consider hitting the subscribe and hit the bell for regular notifications. Okay, let's get cracking. So first exercise, we'll take one chord and then we'll do the progression. Let's take the A major chord. So currently, this is the A major chord. I don't want to play it, otherwise it doesn't become ear training, right? So play A major chord or some major chord without the A. So you're playing A major without the root. And your voice has to sing A. So it's looking at A. You're not allowed to play A, but you have to sing it now. So, A. Okay. So a good way to track this or to figure this out is to play all the A major diatonic chords up and down. So, A, B, C sharp. So you're kind of building the scale. C sharp, but sing C sharp, E, G sharp, do, do, do. Also sing the notes of the chord if possible. So, do, 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 C sharp, La, that's the D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, descend. A for A major, G sharp for G sharp diminished, F sharp for F sharp minor, E for E major, D for D major, C sharp for C sharp minor, B for B minor, A for A major. So even though it's easier on the piano right now, it's a bit of a trade-off or a bit of a distribution of work where your voice sings one note and the piano sings the other. If you're struggling with pitching, you could also play the root note downstairs and don't play it here. Because if you play it here, it's not really ear training. And another way is to check if you're getting the answer. So maybe play it and then sing. Next. La, check. La, check. La, check. La, E, check. La, check. La, check. La, check. And then of course descend. So where this gets a bit more interesting now, singing the root is possible, but also try now to sing the thirds of each chord. So this is where you have to think, because the roots are there, the fifths are there, and because the roots are so thick, you're seeing A everywhere, you're hearing A everywhere, you know that you've missed out the C sharp, well, you have to sing that now. So when it's linear, it gets easier. La, E, which is the third. La, which is the F sharp. La, which is the G sharp. A, which is the third of F sharp minor. B, G sharp B, G sharp diminished, and then A with a C sharp. So you're singing the third. Le, re, 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 da, 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 da. And then play around with the movement. La, da, re, da, 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 da. Without playing the what you're singing. In this case, the third. Da, re, la, da, 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 da. You have to sing a D. La. So it's voice doing one, which it all that's all that it can do really, and the piano doing two. So together they join forces to form a triad. And the other exercise would be, well, the last remaining chord to sing, which is the fifth. So you play a set of thirds and sing the fifth. E. Could even sing the note. F sharp. G sharp. A. B. C sharp, which is F sharp's fifth. Tritone D. Not a perfect fifth, but a tritone. But actually going along the scale would help you do this. So you don't have to know if it's a major or a minor third or a tritone. You just figure it out and you can actually latch on to this easily. So the challenge occurs if you put this into a chord progression and don't do it in a necessarily linear way. So let's consider maybe a 1-5-6-4 traditional pop. So first off, let's play the third and fifth and sing the root. La, 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 that's the root. E root, F sharp. You have to work that out. Okay, and then we sing the third. Le, ra, la, da. I'm pointing the note here, if you can see. La, C sharp, G sharp, A, F sharp, and then the fifth. De, do, de, do. E, B, this one, sorry, C sharp, A, E, B, C sharp, A, and so on. There we go. So this is a good workout, I think, with any chord progression. So pick one. 1-5-6-4 is a good start, and you could take this to the next level with seventh chords as well. So the same drill, you start diatonically, but then don't sing the seven. So la, da, re, la. So D major seventh, you're singing the remaining note, which is the major seventh. D, E, F sharp, G sharp. And similarly, you sing the remaining notes of the chord and put it into a chord progression. For example, with seventh chords, what I like to do is a 2-5-1. So la, re, la. So that's B minor seventh, E dominant seventh, and A major seventh. Your job would be to sing different chord tones of those chords. So first sevenths. La, re, la. That's all the sevenths which are not being played here. You have to sing that and then sing the roots. La, le, da. It's also tough, strangely enough, to play an A major seventh or to play even a triad without all the notes of the triad, to remove the notes. It's kind of a good workout for even a piano player. So come to think of it. So la, so la, you're playing the root here if you wish. La, re. So actually this stack is a G sharp diminished, but G sharp diminished / E is an E dominant seventh chord, right? So la, le, ra. I'm singing the roots. And then like that you could sing the third and the fifth of the seventh chord. So that's quite a workout. If you work out on different keys, different chord progressions, different scales, and start linear, go up and down, because that's a good vocal drill in any case to warm up the voice. And we've done another lesson that could complement this on singing in harmony with intervals of third, simple intervals. So do check that out. That is on the harmonic minor scale. So we leave that as well in the description. There are a lot of videos we do on our channel on ear training. So do check them out. And a great way to access it would be our all new free tutorials website, where you just go type what you want to learn. You want to learn singing and playing together. You want to learn harmonic minor or ear training. You can just go by category, filter, or keywords, or whatever it might be, and you can find all our YouTube lessons in one place. Okay, thanks a ton for watching the video and supporting our channel. You can support it a bit further by hitting the subscribe, sharing the video, liking it, and so on, helping this algorithm find it in the first place. And also we have a Patreon page where all these lessons are supported by my handwritten notes and notation, MIDI, and a lot of other resources. Do consider being a member there. Cheers, and I will catch you in the next one.